Welcome to our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy it. We're the Bossies.
And what's your name?
My name is Dominick.
And I'm Daddy. So yeah, this is our first video, I guess.
Yeah.
This is Dominick. He's 8 years old, sorry. I'm growing you up too fast. Dominick has a 4-year-old sister that's going to be 5 the end of this month. He has a 9-year-old sister, and
That is going to be 10 next year.
that's right, yep. And we have a dog, Thumper, an old English bulldog.
He's 2.
Yep. And we just want to kind of share our life experiences with you guys. We want to, I don't know, kind of talk about the road that we've been down and the hurdles that we've had along the way. And just more or less document us taking the next steps into our future, I guess. But, so yeah, when Dominick was born,
I was born on the Super Bowl.
he was born on Super Bowl Sunday, which was pretty significant because Daddy's a giant Patriots fan. Sorry. Him and his older sister are Irish twins, meaning they were born within the same 12 months. Cadence was born on February 13th, and then Dominick was born on February 6th the following year. So exactly a week shy of the same day. So when Dom was born, I'll make another video with Mom kind of going into more detail, but he was born with some complications. He had what's known as a floppy epiglottis, which is the flap in your esophagus that covers your lungs when you're ingesting food, so it prevents any liquids or anything from entering your lungs, basically giving you pneumonia immediately. So it was a pretty stressful time. He was born, and the following morning they transported him by ambulance to a bigger hospital where we live. And little did we know we were going to spend our next 6 months there. Having a 1-year-old baby at the same time, whom they did not want on the floor with him simply because of all the critical cases that were on that same floor. So it made it really difficult. We had to move into, they have a Ronald McDonald House down there, and we had to move in there because we lived 2 hours away from the hospital, so it just wasn't feasible for us to keep that house up and running and live our life down there, because we really didn't know how long it was going to be. We just knew it was going to be quite a while. He was also born with club feet, so he had a series of casting throughout his first couple of years. Started out with hard casts, and they changed those every week, and then eventually it turned into the new modern flexible adjustable casts that he was able to have for the rest of the time that he was in them. And so eventually we got out. Dom was in his corrective braces, but no longer hard casting. When he left the hospital, he had what's known as a gastrostomy tube, a G-tube, simple terminology, which is basically a little tube that goes in through the stomach, and then he had a little pump, and that's how he ate until he was 3 or 4 years old. So it was his first few years of life that he ate through the tube, and that made things difficult just because, we'd all sit down for dinner at night, and he loved the smell of the food, and he wanted nothing more than to eat the food. So it was just, as the parents, Mom and I, it was a pretty gruesome time emotionally, just because you wanted nothing more than to give him that. Give him something to eat, but he could, it would just, he would choke, or, like I said, he would develop pneumonia immediately. But now he's good, huh, Dom? He loves to run around. He loves to jump on the trampoline. He plays soccer. He does very well
But
in.
not anymore.
Well, soccer season is over, but you did play soccer last year, right?
But I hope I get to play this year again.
You can.
Soccer's fun.
Yeah. Maybe we're going to get you signed up in football if that's still something you want to do.
Yeah, I'm signed up for football.
But bottom line is he's doing great. He got rid of the gastrostomy tube when he was, like I said, 3 or 4 years old. Mom would have a more specific date. But so that's a little bit of Dominick's story. He's just now there. I guess it's somewhat common later on in life for somebody that was born with club feet to need more attention later on in life. And that sounds like that may need to happen, but as of right now, they're going to just keep watching him closely and giving him time to kind of strengthen his ankles and the tendons and teach him healthy habits that help his ankles develop correctly. So yeah, we're basically just wanting to introduce ourselves. All 3 girls are out shopping, getting some clothes for the youngest one, 'cause she is finally hitting her growth spurt. And yeah, so I think later on when they get home, we'll make a new video with all of us and introduce ourselves as a family. But for now, I'm Nick. I'm Dad, and we get a lot to tell you guys. We have a lot of to tell you guys, Mom and I, as far as financially and just some things that we've gone through in the recent past. So look forward to telling you guys more about us. Looking forward to interacting with you guys, and hopefully you have some questions for us. So yeah, we're the Bossies. Dom, say thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.